Presumed killed in Israel's sneak attack, Ali Shamkhani now says, quote, "I am alive and ready to sacrifice myself." He said this in a letter to Supreme Leader Ali Khomeinei after suffering grave injuries and recovering for several days in the hospital. But who is Shamkhani and why was he targeted? And are there historical parallels in Zionism's portfolio of targeted assassinations? Sincere thanks to all our new subscribers and viewers. We humbly ask that you give a thumbs up and share this, and that you please subscribe to keep high-quality content coming your way. Now back to the video. Around 20 military leaders and nuclear scientists were killed, away from any battlefield, during Israel's illegal June 13th attack on Iran. The attacks, however, were not precise. For example, Professor Marandi says that the attack that killed one military leader also claimed the lives of around 60 people in the same building, including some 20 children. In the list of officials targeted, Ali Shamkhani's name stands out. He is a high-ranking aide to the Supreme Leader and has accepted a lead role in negotiations between Iran and the U.S. regarding the nuclear issue. He likely would have played a key role in the U.S.-Iran nuclear talks that were scheduled for Sunday, June 15th in Oman, and he had recently spoken optimistically of the prospects for an agreement. Those talks were of course cancelled after Israel's attack. Critics note that by attacking Shamkhani, Iran's chief nuclear negotiator, Israel severely damaged nuclear diplomacy between the U.S. and Iran. Perhaps the leaders of Israel feared Shamkhani's effectiveness as a negotiator and diplomat. He is credited with restoring relations between Iran and Saudi Arabia. As shocking as it is, the targeting of Shamkhani is not the first time Israel has staged an assassination against an individual tasked with making peace. An historical precedent was established in September 1948, 4 months after Israel declared its statehood. Count Folke Bernadotte was a special representative of the United Nations tasked with negotiations between the Zionists and the Arabs. His peace plan angered hardline Zionists, some of whom made threats and demanded the Count leave the country. His car was ambushed while traveling away from the UN headquarters. 2 gunmen shot the tires of the vehicle, and a third opened the door and fired at the United Nations envoy with a submachine gun, killing him. While it's true this was not a killing officially sanctioned by the government of Israel, it was typical of the callous murder that took place during the founding of the Israeli state. Most leaders of Zionist terror gangs never faced punishment. Quite the opposite. At least 3 went on to be elected prime minister: Ariel Sharon, Menachem Begin, and Yitzhak Shamir. The Bernadotte murder shows that Israel's assassination history is not limited to its Arab opponents. Another non-Arab victim of assassination was Lord Moyne, a British minister of state in Cairo. At the time, Palestine and Egypt were both ruled by Britain, the colonial power against which the Zionists revolted in their quest for independence. Lord Moyne had fallen out of favor with the Zionists. Gang leader Yitzhak Shamir, later Prime Minister of Israel, sent an assassination squad to Cairo to take out the Lord. When Moyne's car pulled up to his house, 2 gang members approached, one of whom shot him in the head 3 times. Leaving Zionist history for a moment, targeted assassinations have been done by the United States, but have sparked controversy. In 1975, Senator Frank Church of Idaho began a committee to uncover what America's government servants had been doing overseas. They found that the CIA played a role in the assassinations or attempted assassinations of several foreign leaders, including Fidel Castro and Patrice Lumumba of the Congo. The outrage on the part of Congress, as well as the public, led to Executive Order 12333, effectively outlawing the assassination of foreign leaders. To return to the present day, negotiator Ali Shamkhani said in an interview only a month prior to Israel's attack, quote, "If the Americans act as they say, for sure we can have better relations. It can lead to a better situation in the future." However, tempering his optimism, Shamkhani also warned that Netanyahu could derail the nuclear negotiations. In hindsight, this seems an almost prophetic statement. The world will never know if Ali Shamkhani could have made a breakthrough in relations between the US and Iran, as Israel's surprise attack came 2 days before the scheduled talks, and prospects of new talks appeared dim. Today, Israel threatens with assassination even the supreme leader of Iran, Ali Khomeinei, whom Israel Defense Minister Israel Katz says, quote, can no longer be allowed to exist. But any country that uses targeted assassination as a means of foreign policy should not be surprised when the inevitable blowback finally comes. Americans who bankroll Israel with their tax dollars should consider whether they want a state sponsor of targeted assassination as their greatest ally.